welcome back. This is the start of the second section. This is the first swim. We're at the bridge where we first came across, and we're going to be fishing straight down this margin here. This is the deepest part of this swim. A lot of people overlook this. You've got an undercut bank, and we can fish a fair way down the swim, sitting back, and yeah, it's a great swim. Usually produce a fish. It's always a good one to start in as well. Let the other swims build up and get the fish feeling more confident. So that's the swim we're going to be fishing to start off with along this first section. So let's move on to the next one. It's starting to rain now and drizzle, so we're going to have to try and get through these pretty rapid. We've got this next section, and then we've got the third section down the bottom, so we're going to be at least another hour yet. We're just arriving at the willow, and here we are. You know, I talk mostly a lot of these swims, margin swims. This one's a straight down the middle swim. Sit back about here somewhere, and at the back there, you can probably see that rope hanging down, or at the back anyway. That's where you fish. That's where you pick the fish up, right from that back. So literally, it's a little underarm flick straight into the middle, and just let it drift under the willows and let it drift right down. And this is another great swim. Usually produces you a bite every time. Right, let's move on to the next one. It's really starting to rain harder now, and I have to get through these even quicker now. There's two more swims coming up here. This is what I call the cave. That one's called the willow. The other one's the bridge swim that we see a minute ago. It's surprising how much walking you actually do, and we're missing out lots of swims. It's because over the period of time I've learnt to know where the best swims are and give yourself options that every time you drop in a swim you're confident of a bite. Right, we're coming up to here now, to the cave. Yeah, it really is miserable now. What started off this morning, sort of 7 o'clock when I headed off, was a nice crisp morning. It's turned for the worst, so I'm glad I'm not fishing actually. Right, here's the first one, and this one's a margin swim. Straight down this margin swim here. I don't know why you can't catch in the left one like that, but this one here you can. It's quite deep as well. This probably explains why. And I've had quite a few fish out here. This is what I call a cave. In the summer it's really overgrown. This is a great summer swim actually as well, so it's worth looking at. Right, next one in the cave. There's two here. This one's the second one. This one is a straight down the middle swim. All these swims are so easy. It's an underarm flick straight into the middle, as less weight as possible, free line, single swan shot, two swan, whatever you need, and let that drift down, bang, chub every time. Right, now got a big walk, people. See you in a bit. Now approaching the fifth swim in the second section. Another raft swim. This one's been like this the last couple of 3 years, changes a little bit, and I'll show you it now. If you look across, see the raft on the far side. I do fish it from this side quite a bit, but I also fish it from the other side, on that bank over there. If you look across, you'll see where it's well trodden down by myself and probably other anglers. And that's even more of an armchair swim. You can literally just lean around and lower it straight in there. That raft does come right out as it builds up through winter. And we've got the little stream up there, which is never ever to be overlooked. I've had many a good fish and fives up there as well. So I'm going to walk around and show you that. That's still in this same section really. Well, we can use that in the next section because you walk around and you carry on down. So we've had 5 swims in this section. What we had: the bridge, the willow, 2 in the cave, and this raft swim. Let's move on now. I'll show you one more swim in this section here, and I'll show you up on that little stream, because I won't show you all the way along it because it's bloody it's all the same, but you get an idea that you can move through there. And a lot of people overlook it in the summer. There's no water in there, but this time of year that's well worth fishing, this swim here. And literally we'll be flicking straight down the middle again, and this is a cracking little swim. Always produces you a chub. You just might make out it's still quite clear, the water at the moment, but it's getting higher all the time. Just need some rain, floods, and that'll really start fishing well down here. So that's swim number 6. I'm now going to take you round to the stream. Right, we're now on the opposite side of the bank from where we just were, and we're on the raft swim. I'll show you through here, get an idea. There's the raft swim down there. I've actually fished it in there before as well, so that's when the going's really tough. But as a rule, around here and but you can see the flow already. See how much more it flows on this side? You can just literally free line again, single swan shot, let it drift under there, boom, chub. Right, this is the stream. Starts here. Now, in the summer, it's very, very shallow and it's good fun. You can have 5 or 6 chub out in a couple of hours, but they're only small, sort of pound, 10 ounces, pound and a half, that sort of size. But it's worth having a little explore around here this time of year, especially up until end of the season, March, because a lot of the big chub get in here when that, especially when that river's banging through. They get in here and hide out the way, get out that main flow. These chub ain't stupid. They know where to rest up, and so that's what I'd do. I'd come along and go in this stream here. There's 3 or 4, 5 different swims along here. You can break down a few reeds, bait up, and most of these are margin swims again because of the, if you look down the side, the way it all overhangs. Right, I'm now going to show you the 3rd section at Ursham. So really, so far you've got about a dozen, 15 swims to go at, and they're all good swims. Just a matter of working and moving through. Now I'd probably say myself, if you went to that top section where the weir pool is, we fished the weir pool, then would we drop down into the raft, then there's the ledge. I can get through that 1st section in an hour. That's with baiting, catching fish, moving on. Any more than an hour, that's too long. So you literally, you know, that tells you how long I'm actually fishing each swim for. I'm baiting them properly, fishing them right, and I'm getting bites instantly, especially after dark. Right, now in the 3rd section. Now I'll see you people in a bit. First swim of the 3rd section. There's your bridge, and this is the first swim here. This tree hanging over. Now I fished this from the other side, over there, and it's straight down the middle. Catch a chub, move on. Self-explanatory. Now I'm going to go up to the next swim. This is my 3rd. Yeah, if I break down the 1st section I'll show you today was my favourite section. 2nd section, my 2nd favourite section, and this 3rd section is my 3rd favourite section, if that makes sense. But that is how it is. I always get excited by that 1st section, because I've caught so many big fish along there, and I'm trying to walk through it quick because it's raining, I'm getting soaked, it's miserable. But if you want to catch fish, you've got to be able, prepared to do the whole lot, walk the whole section. I'm not saying none of these swims produce big fish, because I've had big fish out of these swims, but to walk this whole lot in a day and fish, you've had a good day's fishing or a hard day's fishing, but you've worked hard for it. Right, this is the 2nd swim. Very narrow, straight down the middle. Sit about here somewhere, and yeah, another great swim. You've got chub possibly sitting on the far side, possibly on this side, and there's, if you fish down the middle, they're going to see that bait quite quickly. And these sort of type swims, don't know why, they always seem to fish better at night time. Don't know why, whether they're exposed to the sunlight and chubbers feel safer at night in these swims, but that's a good swim to fish. Swim number 2, that is. Might just keep the GoPro on it and just do the lot if I can, because these are all quite close together. If I was to come down here at night time now, fish this now, in these swims I'm showing you now, I'd expect to catch probably, I don't know, 3, 4 chub out of these 5, 6 swims. Certainly 2 or 3 if you're fishing hard. If you used to come down at night time as well, these bites do happen very quickly. You literally can, as it hits the water, as long as you're baited, that's the trick. Bait, spend 1/4 hour going through baiting all the swims up, and actually this next swim's further up than what I thought. See you in a bit. Right, this is swim number 3. As I was saying back up there, this is probably this section here. The 3rd section is probably my least favourite section out of the 3. It is, but it doesn't mean to say it's not a good section. It's just that I prefer the other section at the top there. But just being honest, and this section here, that got me out of trouble in that last vlog. You probably see me. I caught one out of this swim, and then one out of this next swim down here when I didn't catch up in that top section, and that's just the way things go sometimes. So I say it's all about options, keeping them open. Another little swim here. This one's an inside swim. You can get down there, just fish around this area here, and just straight down the margins there. So you've got three really close together here, which is great for baiting and moving around, keeping them working. If I'm fishing in this swim here, which I'm now going to show you, if I haven't caught nothing in a couple of minutes, what's to hurt me going up there and just dropping another bit of cheese paste in, you know? Just keep working all the time. You can see this one's been well fished, the bank's all worn down, and I caught one out of here last time in that last vlog. Another great swim. And then this is a tight swim up here, but it's a great swim. Not many people fish it as well. As you can see, it's not really that trotted down. And this is a margin swim, or straight down the middle really, or either, just straight down the middle. And you'll catch fish from any chub sitting on the left where it's all overhanging, or fish moving out from the snags. So that's my last swim at Ursham Mill. Right, last clip of the day, just crossing the little bridge, the little stream, and yeah, I've enjoyed this day walking around. It's nice to do a little recce. I've also looked at some swims that I haven't really seen for a little while, just see how they're coming on and what the water's like, the levels. As you can see in here, probably make out the little stream's still quite low. You'll find another couple of weeks that'll be running quite high, and that's when this little stream will kick in, and all these little chub that are in here, sort of 12 ounce to a pound, they're turning into 3 and 4 pound chub. And yeah, make sure you subscribe. Thanks for watching. Hit the thumbs up button for us. Leave a comment if you like. Keep following us really. Hopefully in the next couple of 3 weeks I'm going to do some nighttime chub fishing, all filmed with me latest nighttime GoPro. So that'd be good. It's going to be on a stretch, different stretch. I can't really say too much about it at the moment, but it's a stretch where you don't really catch too many chub. The ones that are there tend to be 4.5 to 6 pounds. There's sort of 3 to 4 swims that I can fish there, and I've already started baiting up now, and I bait it a couple of times a week. Don't go mad about it, and when I get down here out them swims, I usually get 2 bites a night, and they usually, if I don't catch one over 5, I've been unlucky. So see you soon people, thanks for watching.